You got clutch.
What's going on, people? It's your main man, Johnny Clutch Cards, back at you again with another NBA Top Shot video. I know I've been away for a minute. I did try to shoot a Top Shot video last week, but my surroundings was not working for me as far as being conducive to recording. In other words, my wife was making a whole bunch of noise. You know what I mean? Anyway, that's neither here nor there. On to the video. So as we all know, the Summer League did drop. There were several moments that came out. Three, I believe there was a Killian Hayes, a Bol, and an R.J. Hampton. And there was this Issac Okoro challenge. Let's go to showcase challenge, right? So let's go take a look at showcase challenges once this loads. And what we were able to do is do the showcase challenge here, where you needed, I believe it was 10 moments. No, this is the new one. So this is a new one. This is the current one. Pardon me. Let me go back to previous. Reading is fundamental, children. Never forget that. Anyway, you needed 4 dunks and you needed 3 Cleveland Cavalier moments. We ended up having to buy a couple Cavalier moments just because we were selling off teams that we weren't doing as complete sets and moments that are not playoff moments or tied to another set that we have completed. So we bought those Cavalier moments and we did receive the Quickley pack, right? Which we are going to open here live right now. Marketplace is currently undergoing maintenance because of the recent challenge drop that came out. Looks like that Issac Okoro moment is going for $8. It's going for $8. I guess the 27,000 were completed. So that kind of gives you a gist of how many legitimate collectors are out there, right? That aren't, well caliber, because well caliber, who's doing it? It's an $8 Okoro. It's going to be high pop count. So, I imagine you wouldn't go too hard to get it. At any rate, 27,000 people did complete it, and we are one of those 27,000. So what we're going to do first and foremost is get right into opening this pack. Go to collections, my pack. They did this one just like they did the Russell Westbrook drop post completing that challenge, that showcase challenge. And so we're going to open our fandom pack and see this Issac Okoro. See which cereal we got. Wish us some luck here. Oh, is it not letting me open the pack, bro? Oh, they won't even let me open the pack. This was cruel, man. Yo, they will not let me open the pack. So they're doing maintenance on the auction house, which is why they will not let me open my pack. Kind of sucks. So I guess we will have to wait on that. In the meantime, let's talk about this, the actual challenge piece. So once we get that Issac Okoro, because we already have the other 3, we will have all 4 to complete this set to get this Emmanuel Quickley. So once we get our Issac Okoro, we'll be able to fill this out. I'm a little tempted to sell because the R.J. Hampton is going for like close to $200, like 170 or so. It's not even the lowest mint count out of these moments. So Killian Hayes is slightly, no, my bad. It is the lowest mint count. Okay, that makes sense. So that makes 100% sense. Even though I don't believe that Killian Hayes is going for that much, even though, it's roughly 500 more in the mint count there. So once we open our Issac Okoro, we will be able to complete this challenge and get this Emmanuel Quickley, which is pretty good. I believe it's a 3-pointer moment here from Summer League. You come down here, he put the brakes on him. Whoop. Trade ball. Can you feel me? So we'll be able to get ours and take another shot at getting a low cereal. And that will be that. So let's move into, since we can't do the pack open, let's move into what we're actually doing here in the summertime. Lots of different strategies going on out there. And, where people thought Top Shot was just going to, go hibernate until the fall. Um, now we see that the market has been kind of booming. In addition to that, they dropped these little summer league moments to kind of, bridge the gap there. I imagine there'll be some running back. I heard a lot of people talking about that. So I'm very excited to see what comes out there, what drops, what happens. What we've done recently is added in this Lakers Series 2 set and completed it. So now we have a total of 6 sets. Actually, I guess you would call it more than 6, right? Because it'd be 6, 7, 8 for these two, where it's the all players. So 8 sets completed, team sets rather completed. And then we have another 1 set down here. I think the playoff set. Where is the playoff set? Where is the playoff set? Should be here somewhere. So we have the complete playoff set. We're 2 off of the hustle and show, but the 2 moments that I don't have are 2 that I sold off, which were Ja Morant and Giannis. So I'm biding my time before I buy those back. I'm trying to find a good spot to jump back in. But we'll see. So let me know what you're doing down in the comments during the summertime here in Top Shot. Like, what things are you approaching? How are you doing it set wise? Are you collecting moments that you were missing during the season? Are you collecting whole sets? Because I know there was a whole bunch of stuff around, different groups tying into different sets and trying to collect those sets with the hopes of it being somewhat like Cool Cats down the road, or having some additional utility down the road. That was my thought process back when they were talking about Cool Cats, and I knew I couldn't afford Cool Cats back when, LaMelo was like $1,500 and or 1,200, 15 or 1,200, somewhere around that. That's how much LaMelo was back when I started. And I was like, oh, I can do hustle and show. It's affordable. I kind of went in, I spent some extra money, and I had the whole set. And once they kind of doubled down on the Cool Cats and nothing ever came of the hustle and show stuff, I was like, okay, so they just gonna do Cool Cats. It doesn't really matter, right? Cool Cats is just the thing. So at any rate, we took our L, we licked our wounds. We used some of those monies to kind of strengthen our bankroll on Dapper and be prepared if we got a rare pack, which we have yet to get one, even though we've been in all the drops, and we just haven't been lucky enough to get any of the rare packs, any of the legendary moments, any of the hollows, none of that. So we will keep forging on and hope to get something cool here soon. Let's take a look at the collection overall. We're down to, because of the market being so up recently, we're down to an unrealized loss of $1,000 instead of, I think it was like 3,000 at one point. It was very depressing to look at. But now we're only at a loss of roughly, an unrealized loss of roughly $1,000. So we might continue to sell some stuff off. Every time you start selling something, Top Shot tries to throw something else out there to make you wish you didn't sell it. I had a Darius Baisley, who's a Cleveland player, and he sold, and I was like, oh, that's cool. Darius Baisley sold. Then turn around, oh, you need Cleveland players. So it's one of those things where, like, just make sure you're collecting the players and the teams that you really like. That way, if it does hit your team, you're good, right? So that's the way I'm trying to approach it. I'm trying to find a good balance between keeping some money in the Dapper so that I can be flexible when these larger drops come out, and then making sure that I have a nice serviceable collection, and that sets that I wanted to complete in Series 2 are completed as we move into Series 3 and see what that's going to bring. In other news, the whole thing that kind of bubbled out with Fanatics getting control of baseball cards and possibly basketball and football cards in the future, and what that plays into it, because I think Fanatics is already putting out NFTs. So it'll be interesting to see how this thing plays out. Will it impact Top Shot in some way, shape, or form? And how will that play out, and how will that affect us as collectors going forward? So there's a lot of stuff going on in the sports world at the higher levels. Just not on the field per se or the court per se, but higher up that could affect us as collectors, change the game, change the dynamics. So just be flexible. That's really what I'm trying to be. Be flexible. Have so much money liquid or so much resources liquid instead of having so much in the Top Shot to the point where, like, okay, if tomorrow Fanatics decides, oh, we got this deal with the NBA, so we're taking over the cards and the NFTs. Where does that leave us? So let me know your thoughts down below. I know there's a lot of guys making really great content in the NBA Top Shot space, and and typically if you watch one of us, you watch all of us. I consider myself to be somewhat of a noob, and somebody who's just getting started in this space. So let me know what you think. Let me know what you've seen others say, and what are you planning to do with your collection here? Are you all in for Series 3 and what it's going to bring? Or are you hedging your bets with some of the news that's come out here recently around the NBA, NFL, and MLB licensing? Like how's that going to play into it? At any rate, I'm your man, Johnny Clutch Cards. I am for the people, by the people, and you only got me in the Constitution, man. Remember that.